Hey, everybody. Hello. That's Patrick with Light Source Engraving.
And that is Steve, the hobo with wood.
And that's Rich, the Louisiana hobby guy. And together, we are the Laser Makers Realm.
Good evening, everybody, to our pre-Father's Day live stream. I'm so glad that y'all can join us tonight. Looks like we have a really good turnout. Tonight, we're going to be doing some wall art and giving you some free files as well. There are a couple other things that we're going to talk about, and it's going to be a Q&A. So the first thing I'm going to do is let the other guys talk first, and then I will show you my final products. I guess they can show you theirs as we go, and then we'll actually get some stuff running on the different lasers. We have 3 different lasers going to be running tonight. I'm going to be running on a new IKEA, not what you think, 20 watt laser. Patrick, I'm not sure what he's running on, but I'll let it over, send it over to Patrick. By the way, we are live on all 3 channels tonight and the Laser Makers Realm. So, Patrick, you're up.
Yeah, we got multi-streams going on tonight. I'm going to be using a laser you guys have all saw before, but the Rolly Lasermatic 10 this evening.
Yay.
So I'll be running a diode. I use diodes a lot, probably about right around 2 years ago, and then kind of moved away from them. So this is the first one I've had in a while, and I'm very excited about using it. All the diode stuff starting to come back to me just after doing a little bit of testing with this guy. Let's see.
A little bit. I know you went hours and hours and hours.
So as one of the projects we will be doing are these music notes, and let me see if I can get some detail in that shot for you.
Oh, you did a crosshatch.
I did a crosshatch. I like
Very
to
nice.
test diodes by running crosshatch and see how they do. And I did not have this laying this way. It was laying this way. So it was running 45s. So 45s with a 0.5 millimeter line space on this guy. And it turned out perfectly. And that did an offset around the letters or around the notes.
I did one too.
You did one too. So I did a little offset, and I wanted to see how well the crosshatch matched up with this offset line. And it turned out perfect all the way around. And then I just
Patrick,
used
you
some
know what
wood.
they say, brilliant minds think alike.
That is true. So I did just some wood dye and then a clear coat over top. So there's 2 of those panels.
By the way, guys, we do not know what the other person is doing when we do these videos. And if you haven't joined us on the Laser Makers Realm, we do one of these every 2 weeks on a Sunday usually. This one we're doing on a Saturday because tomorrow's Father's Day. But none of us know what the final product is going to be, and all of us do our own design with the same file. Sorry, Patrick.
It's all right. Yep. So we all get the big reveal and get to see what each other has come up with. And we started this one on Friday, and Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and so we had a little bit of time Friday and today. Well, I didn't. I was at work today to come up with these designs. But as far as what I've been up to lately, I did a fiber laser glass engraving tutorial live stream on my channel. It's not the greatest quality audio video, but I think it's watchable. So if you want to learn how to do glass with a fiber laser, check it out on my channel. Upcoming things that I'm working on this week. I am currently in the process of filming with that 1,000 watt 3-in-1 laser cleaner. I have also assembled a gantry. Cool. I've assembled a gantry that I used to use on an old diode I had. And now I have it running and have the controller successfully wired into the controller on the 1,000 watt laser. I have taken my old CO2 nozzle, attached it to the gantry, and then I can pop the gun from the 3-in-1 laser right down in that gantry. I can control it now by turning it on and off with light burn.
Wow.
So I'm to have soon a DIY laser cutter on a gantry.
We're going to have
So
to
I'm
get
gonna
him a
do a
lab
video.
coat and a pair of 50s
Yep.
glasses.
So I was pretty excited. I got that working by interfacing the control boards and using a relay to run another relay and blah, blah, blah. But it works. It fires it. So I'm excited about doing that and then showing some cleaning and cutting with that thing. Diode projects. Oh, man, I've got a list of stuff I'm going to be doing.
Steve, what have you been doing?
What have I been doing? Well, since the last live stream, 2 videos up on my YouTube channel. One I thought was pretty cool. You know, it's if you haven't seen my live stream or my YouTube channel, this one, I'm dealing with the new deform tool, all the Boolean tools. Have either of you guys had a chance to watch it yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, that was the last thing, was just there's an unboxing video on my channel and the Laser Makers Realm channel of this Rolly. So you can watch a previously live unboxing replay and assembly of that laser behind me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Steve got one too.
Sorry,
you can
Steve.
see in the background.
Yep.
Everybody will have one before long.
Yeah, everybody needs to.
I see we have 82 people watching. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you all for being here, and especially I've been glancing at the comments. They're from all around the world. Thank you all for tuning in. But that how-to using that deform tool and the Boolean tools, I think that's one of my better how-to videos I've done in a little while. So you need to definitely check that out. But I also just dropped my 1-year anniversary video today at noon. This weekend marks my 1st year anniversary doing lasers and YouTube. 1 year ago, I unboxed my very first laser that we shall not mention and assembled it. And then that video that I posted today is kind of a fun, just a flashback. It's kind of this version of me. It was without the beard. I was more clean cut, a little heavier weight. But just the stumbling and bumbling steps from the first laser to then the CO2, and then how I met Rich and how that friendship developed, and just this whole year has just been a ton of fun. So that's just, it's not informative. It's just entertaining. At least I hope it is. So you might want to check that out. But on the project that we started for this wall art, Patrick showed you his. This was my first attempt, and I went with just using basswood and painted one piece of it black, and then put that triple thick coating, and tried to really accentuate the grains of the basswood. And it's not going to show up in all this light, but tops of guitars are made with basswood in a lot of cases. So I wanted to really just accentuate that, and it's too bright. It
looks nice.
Let me try doing, let's see, mode. Does that change?
Yeah, there you go. That's better lighting anyway.
But so this was my first attempt, but I made a few changes in the artwork, and I made some more changes, and I got it started. And I'm going to do that cut live stream or real time here when we start cutting. But those were my first attempts. And then I also did this quick little project, which I'll have on hobowithwood.com. It's just a simple wall hanger, and we'll get the camera framed. There we go. And so together they built a life they loved. And I found some clothes hanger clips that are about a third that size, so it looks a lot better. I'm going to share that file on the website. And then, as we mentioned, we all now have a Rolly. So Patrick and I received ours, I think, same day, didn't we, Patrick?
Tuesday.
I started assembling mine before you did because you were at work. But then he and I both spent the next 36 hours just testing and kicking the tires on this thing.
Kids with a new toy.
Yeah, kids with a new toy. And I've been wanting to get back into playing with mirrors. And I finally, now with the Rolly and the precision of the Rolly, started doing mirrors again. And this was my first photograph that I've done for an acquaintance that I'm going to send to him. It's mounted on just a 4x4 post top that's already routed and looks nice and neat, and the little 4-inch mirror fits on there nice.
Came out beautiful.
That, and it really did come out super nice. But I'm going to take this now and do it in a 12x12, and right there behind me, that is a 12-inch lion in a lighted shadow box that I'm going to do the same thing with this.
Awesome.
So when I start doing mirrors, that'll be my next video on Hobo with Wood YouTube, is mirrors with the diode.
Cool.
So that's what I've been doing.
So let me show you my version. This is actually my file that I did a couple of years ago. And I came up with a couple different versions. I actually have 5 versions of this, but this is my middle part right here. So it's the guitar. It's painted black with a white background. And on either side of that, hanging on the wall, I've got the music notes to go along with it.
I really like that white background. That looks good.
So the music notes kind of straddle this on the wall on either side. And I've already had some family comments, everybody that wants it. And I do have a little trick on these where I use, if you know what this is up here, that is one of those clips that you use for zip ties.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have these little wall holders that are nothing like anything I've ever seen before. It's hard to see in this, but you hammer these 3 all in at one time. They're pins, and you can remove this from the wall, leaves no trace. And this fits right into that zip tie holder, so you can hang your work from the wall. And I really love that. So that was one way that I did it. And then I have a second way that I did it, which was what Patrick was showing earlier, the crosshatch in a 45. And then this can also be displayed, even though it's 2 layers. You don't have to cut both layers. You can just use a regular 12x12 piece of wood. Mm-hmm. Or you can put a frame around the outside of the wood. There's so many things that you can do with every file, every laser file, that you can customize them. And I also did 4 of these, and you just kind of stagger them on the wall up and down. And I think all of them came out really good. Now on these, I didn't use any finish on this except for I'll remember in a minute, boiled linseed oil. So that's all I did, was put some linseed oil on this. You get a really nice look of the wood comes out. Looks really pretty, and these would be great to hang on the wall as well.
So how did you make that dark? Did you just burn the wood?
Yeah.
Okay. You just burnt that whole image and then overlaid the top on it. 2 layers?
No, it's 1 layer.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was thinking that was 2 layers. Okay.
Instead of cut, I set it to fill.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. So we've broken 110 viewers, by the way. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thanks a lot.
We'll try and get to some of the comments later. Most of them are about Father's that guy Day down there with no hair. But
oh yeah, I got a haircut, guys.
So one other thing today is, now you guys are used to seeing me with the Rolly in the background on the live streams. Today I don't have the Rolly in the background. I have the IKEA, which is the 20-watt IKEA, and it's got autofocus, auto air assist, and it is not the same precision as the Rolly, but it does a really good job. I've had to set this up in a way where now it's inside my CO2 right now, so I can get the fume extraction because I'm in this shop right now and I don't have another enclosure. But it's set up in a way where I've got a second honeycomb on top. And what I did was I figured out where the 00 was, and then I used some magnets to block in that honeycomb so that I can try and get some precision out of it anyway. But if you had a laser like this or an Acer or any of the other lasers out there, what you'd want to do is just affix that laser to a wasteboard and burn the waste grid on there. That way you can use absolute coordinates and position your work without any framing. I really don't like to frame anything, so that's why I've set this up the way it is. But I'm going to be running a job on there. I'm going to run the cut of the guitar on mine tonight. Steve, which one are you running tonight?
I'm going to do the back, which will be just fast, and then the guitar.
Okay. And Patrick, what are you going to do today? Oh, Patrick just went buffering. Patrick, what are you going to do today?
You gotta love live stream.
He'll be back. You know what? StreamYard has got a lot of problems tonight. I'm guessing there's a lot of people streaming, whatever it might be. We had a hard time setting up, even bringing in a second camera and Lightburn and everything else. So I'm sure that he's got some kind of weird StreamYard problem going on. But here he is. He's back again. Come on back, Patrick. There he is.
I'm back.
So anyway, without further ado, I am going to get started on mine. So I'll bring in my, actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to make that my main camera. I don't know if I should fool with this at this point or not.
Yeah, you're kind of rolling the dice.
Yeah. Because I don't want to take up the real estate. Yeah, I think I'm just going to switch cameras and get started over here. And you guys can get started on yours. Everybody that's out there, look, we don't really have time to get to the questions till after we get started. So we're going to look through the comments as we go. But I just wanted to say another thing. Happy Father's Day to everybody, by the way. It's going to be Father's Day in a couple hours. And you know, Father's Day, Mother's Day, I think are two of the most important holidays of the year. Two at least in the top 5. So I'm going to get started on mine. I think I'm just going to switch cameras. And
I've just started mine, and I'm gonna kind of scroll through here and see if I see any questions as you're getting started. All right, let's see here. We got a lot of people from all around the world, and guys, let us know too. We went to this Saturday evening live stream because of Father's Day tomorrow, as Rich mentioned. But we are kind of, hey, is this a better time for most of the guys or gals that want to watch this than Sunday mid-afternoon or early afternoon? Let us know what you think about this time slot in the comments here.
Yep.
Let's see.
And another thing, you know what I wanted to do real quick, Steve, before you get to that?
Go for it.
I wanted to show people what they're going to get as far as these files are concerned.
Yep.
So you're going to get a free download where you can get all of these files. And in that download, what you're going to see are these images here. So you'll get this, which is the 2-layer guitar. Okay. You'll get this, which is the backing for the music notes, should you want to cut those out. You'll get the music notes that you can cut out or you can engrave. So these are the things that will be in the free download. And that's going to be at the bottom of all of our videos after the stream. It will be on the lasermakersrealm.com blog. In fact, at 9:30, in another hour or so, it's going to be up there on the blog with the free zip file. Some of you, my patrons, already have the zip file. I put it up on the blog at patreon.com. But this is the entire setup. Those over here are some other ones that I have. I have a bunch of different versions of this, but you're going to get this one here, and you're going to get the backers, and you're going to get one of each of these. So this is the Lightburn file right here. I'm going to go ahead and get started by running the job. Let me bring one of these in and get ready. Go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Just looking through here. A lot of hellos. How you doing? Mike Doyle says he's been watching you all day, setting up 2 cameras. Yeah, Mike, I set up my first camera on the Rolly this weekend successfully, I should say. I tried to do one on another laser, but failed miserably. But having those cameras, man, that makes life so much better.
I am
Yeah.
going to be doing a crosshatch on just one of the music note panels because it takes a little while to run. So I'm just going to run that so everybody can see this thing in action doing a crosshatch.
Very good. A couple of folks from Australia. Good day to all the Australians. Good day, Martin. Another Aussie here from Horsham, Victoria. Okay. And a lot of happy Father's Day wishes from everybody to everybody. And we got a redneck in the shop, Jack in the shop. Hello, Jack. 3DHP. Is that Jerry?
Yeah, that's Jerry.
Hello,
Yep.
Jerry. I'm starting to learn names. Shared on all his socials. Thank you very much.
Thanks for
Appreciate
sharing,
that.
Jerry.
Yep. And you guys, you're going to want to get in the habit of when you come to these live streams, liking and sharing. You want to get in the habit of doing that, and there'll be a reason for that. We'll discuss later. But when you see these live streams, if you find them beneficial, it's going to be to your benefit to like and share these live streams. Let's see. Evansville, Indiana. Let's see. Father's Day, Father's Day, Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day. You know, let's see.
Just a quick note, when I hit start on this job on the IKEA, I do have the cut layer set for to auto focus down 1.5 millimeters on this 3 millimeter wood. So it does have that feature. The autofocus plus the cut layer you can set it in Lightburn to step down to do the actual cut itself.
That's nice.
It's very handy.
Yep. Chicago Bob, greetings everyone. Happy Father's Day. Let's see. Looks like Dave's inviting everybody to come to his place. Looks like if you're ever down south, feel free to look us up. Martin, I extend just Martin. Everybody else, stay the hell away.
Just Martin. Wait a minute now. Come on, Dave. There's only 109 of us here right now. You can invite us all.
I didn't finish reading, Rich. I extend the invitation to other enthusiasts that might happen to be in my part of the woods.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
There we go.
That's what happens when you jump to conclusions. Let's see. All right. Stumbling, bumbling idiots yawning over there.
Come on, Mike. Wake up.
I'm hoping.
Oh, by the way, Mike, stumbling, bumbling idiot, is also he just ordered a Rolly, so it will be there in a couple of days. So look on my forum. Mike is the admin over there on the forum, and he should be posting some posts up about his Rolly in the next week or so.
Very good. Very good. And Andy H says, hey, everyone. Andy, I believe, is a really regular supporter of LMR. And Andy, I personally want to give you a great big thank you. And if you were close enough, I'd shake your hand. And if you wasn't too skittish about it, I'd hug you. All right, I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch layers or wood real quick.
Okay, folks, down on the bottom of the screen, you see that I just put a message up that's scrolling down across the bottom. So if you want to send us suggestions on what you would like to see in these live streams, send it to the lasermakersrealm@gmail.com. And if we use your idea and we actually create it in one of the live streams, we're going to send you the finished product for free. So the Lasersmaker.
And it does need to be original idea.
It does need to be an original idea, yes, because we do not use copywritten artwork. So it has to be an original idea. You can just tell us, I'd like to see you make, footprints in the sand. And if we pick your theme to make a project, design it, and use it on the channel, we will send you the finished product for free. And we'll make sure that we finish it nicely for you.
All right, and I got to get my second layer lined up. Let's see here.
This Rolly does a really nice job with the
Patrick, can you turn your mic up just a hair?
Yeah, you're just a little lower than you were a minute ago. He was really hot, and then he got really cold.
Oh, don't talk to me about hot.
Yep.
We've been having a heat wave here.
Well, is that a little better?
That's much better.
All right. Well, anyway, the Rolly making the 45 crosshatch is really impressive. I just sat and watched it last night, just watching it do its thing, and it was very satisfying. It was kind of like watching some fish in a fish tank. That's satisfying and calming, but it's super accurate, and the white space scanning speed that's set right from the factory is nice and fast, so it skips across those blank areas, and I've been very impressed with it.
And another thing too is keep in mind that I've done crosshatch up to 18,000 millimeters per minute. So, the speed doesn't affect this machine at all. There's no line shifts whatsoever because the LB set file that comes with it, when you load it into Lightburn, it has all of the scan offsets built into the settings. That's something that you're not going to see on other lasers.
Now, this thing will outrun the laser before it misses steps.
Oh,
Your stream keeps stuttering there, Patrick. Makes me think that the laser stopped.
and I'm doing something a little different with my material, and I'm wanting to. And normally I don't even bother with the frame, but because of what I'm doing right now, I'm double checking, and that's why you see me keep watching what's going on. So now we're going to start it, and I'm going to get back to the comments. All right. Let's see. And which one have you got their banner running there?
Share. I can change that. Which one did you want?
Put up there about the donations and supporting, if you would, guys.
That's going to be hard to do in this channel.
Is it?
Yeah, because we're broadcasting the 4 channels. But
Okay.
if somebody wants to support what's going on, if you can, if there's a thanks button below, you can click the thanks button, or I don't know what else to say. But that's going to be hard to do with all 4 channels at one time. So
I was looking to see what was it paypal.me/LMR, I think.
LMR donations.
LMR donations. Anything you guys can do, that would really help us out a ton. I went today and spent $40 just on materials for getting ready for this, and you'll see when I finish this why in a minute, because I did something unique compared to anything these guys have done. I'm anxious to see what their thoughts are on it once I get done. I haven't told them what I'm doing. Let's see here.
I did upgrade my Rolly today. The first modifications that I've made, so everybody should be able to.
Got the personalization going on there.
Yeah, if you guys, hopefully you can see that.
Well, your banner's right in front of it.
The banners, yeah. Blow it up larger. That'll do it.
I don't know how to do that, my friend.
Well, I'm about to take this off just hang on one second.
Let's see here.
Don't make it larger yet. Steve.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at comments. I'm trusting you to do that. Let's see here.
Trying to keep this in the frame here so you can see it. For some reason, this camera that does not zoom is zoomed in tonight.
There we go. Now, the one good thing about this time slot, depending on where you're located, at least for me, and apparently you say stumbling bumbling idiot is Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike says bourbon and live stream. I got my ice. I got my whiskey.
All right, let me switch cameras real quick.
My crosshatch on this Rolly is running at about a 50% higher speed. So I think I took it from 3,000 to 4,500. Let me see. Let me get over to the other screen. There we go. Let's see, it's running faster.
So there's my first cut on this machine for you all to see. If you're interested in the settings that I used on this 20 watt, it was 740 millimeters per minute, 100% power.
Jack in the shop mentions Hobo got a trim. Yep, Jack, that was part of my anniversary gift to myself. You know, I had not cut my hair since I started Hobo with Wood. I had continued to shave up until about October. I finally quit shaving in October, but yeah, I went and got all cleaned up this weekend and to mark my anniversary. And it was just getting too hot. Let's see here. Everybody's commenting. Yep, you're right.
Well, they must have been talking to me.
Talking about the me getting cleaned up, haircut. Shaved.
Oh, I figured they were talking about me since they said you're right. I'm always right.
No, Rich was correct earlier. He said a lot of people talking about the haircuts and stuff.
I was just trying to add some humor. That's all.
Well, yeah, we noticed you tried. Ask Michael.
That's all I can do.
He mentions that he loves your West Virginia.
He likes the shirt.
Yep.
I'm on the board for the West Virginia Citizens Defense League. I've been on the board for about. Yep, West Virginia Citizens Defense League. I've been on the board for about 6 years now.
I was going to ask you if you had your commercial driver's license. I'm glad you clarified that.
Yep. Different type of league.
And Carl, thank you, sir. Thank you for the anniversary wishes, and thank you for your gift. Greatly appreciated, Carl. Jerry says he got a big box in the mail a bit ago. Woohoo! Jerry, was that a rollie maybe? That big of a box? All right.
Yes. Yeah.
Good deal. Let's see.
So I don't know if you all saw that, but you see how quickly I can switch between designs, having a template set up. On the rollie, it's very simple. You just drop the wood in, slip it into a corner, and go. But on this one, I had to set up my own configuration with a second honeycomb to do that.
Hey, I'm
going to bump the speed up on this rollie and
hey, Emily,
see what it can do.
Yeah, we got another celebrity in the house. Hey, Emily, hope you're still here.
One of my favorite channels, That Mom with the Laser. If you guys haven't seen her videos, they're so much fun to watch. I mean, I've been watching Emily for a long time.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
You learn and you have fun at the same time. And I think probably my favorite one, Emily, was that one where you went to your girlfriend's house and did those earrings.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite videos.
I like the earrings, but one I liked, I don't know if you've seen this one yet, Rich, but she used got her 2 denim jackets and made her own denim jacket. That was really jackets. Cool.
My most memorable video.
If you guys haven't seen her yet, go check it out on YouTube. That Mom with a Laser. You'll have a lot of fun learning.
Video of hers was actually not directly laser related. It was when she got her trademark for That Mom with the Laser. I thought that was really cool and a really cool accomplishment.
Okay, let me see if I can free up a little bit of the screen here. Okay, go ahead. I just took some of the names off. Made it a
in that fiber laser glass engraving tutorial, I actually compare the results of the fiber laser to the results of the UV laser in real time. So I did the engrave with the fiber, then went over to the UV over here and did the exact engraved the exact same piece of glass.
That was a good live stream.
Compared the two under a microscope. So it was, not just tested and then replayed. I actually did everything live, so you can see the results underneath the microscope for yourself.
Here's a question for you, Patrick.
Okay,
1,000
so go ahead.
1,000
before-
watt green watt laser. What'd you call it?
It's a 1,000 watt Raycus fiber laser. It's a 3-in-1, so it is a laser cleaner, welder, and cutter. So you can do all three jobs with one machine.
So somebody was asking about what is a Rolly. It's the two lasers you see behind Steve and behind Patrick. So with the enclosure on it, it's probably the best diode laser on the market, in my opinion, or it actually is. You know,
Let's see.
Michael is saying it looks good. Rich, how big is it? Not quite sure what that was. Probably the my finished product. They're all going to be just under 12 inches. And somebody else was asking about what channel was Emily have on YouTube. It's called That Mom with the Laser.
Wow. Now I
Hi,
see.
Eric.
Okay, now I see what you're talking about. When we comment, it comes in from all of us. That's weird.
Go ahead.
Let's see. This is the satisfying part of this job, is just watching this thing do the outlines.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's a long question. I don't know if any of us can answer it, but have any of you three done a good review on the JTech 24 watt on a CNC router? I want a good review before buying one. Have you done any shading on
No.
objects? Yeah, I'm not familiar with JTech
No.
24 watt. Patrick, you familiar with that one?
I am not.
None of us have that.
Sorry, Gary. Let's see what Ed's saying here. Oh man, hobo with wood cut the hair. He don't look like a hobo anymore. We have to change his name to Slick with Wood. Now, see, that's a major misconception. Not all hobos have long hair or beards. Hobo just means I'm bouncing around living a free, carefree lifestyle. That's what I was doing until fuel hit $5.50 a gallon. And then
Well, back in the days of Hoover and all of the little Hoovervilles that were around the country, the average person was a hobo. Just trying to find a place to live.
All right, let's see here. Jerry says, Steve has a hot date after the show. I do not, Jerry, but I tell you, I walked in, sat down in the barber chair, and the girl did the hair for me. She cut my hair once, probably 20 years ago. And she's been out for a while, just had a kid. And once her kid got into school, she's come back to cutting hair. Sit down in the chair, and she says, what do you want me to do? I looked at her. You've seen me before I looked at her, and I said, make me dateable.
Did she say she doesn't perform miracles?
Yeah, there was quite a few cracks about that. It's like, yeah, I've got scissors, not a magic wand. But no hot dates. Let's see. If you're streaming across 4 channels, is that chat consolidated? It's going to show up. Well, I think you might have seen in there, Dave. Looked like each one of us answered a question. I'm guessing that's where Patrick answered a question. It looked like we all three posted an answer to that question.
Yeah. It posts to all the channels, so that's why it looks like that. I did put a link in the chat for an Amazon link to the Rolly if anybody's interested in getting one. They are in stock now, and they should be in stock permanently. So they're selling a lot of them, but they finally got caught up with the production.
And we don't have any kind of affiliate link. I think I seen that mentioned in here somewhere, that we had an affiliate link to help you out or us out. We don't have an official Rolly Lasermatic link. However, with that said, if you're going to Amazon to buy a Rolly Lasermatic, if you put in, lasermakersrealm.com/Rolly, it will redirect you directly to the Rolly Lasermatic on Amazon.
Yeah.
and that will help us through our Amazon affiliate link. But we don't have any kind of deal with Rolly at this point.
Okay, the Rolly and the YCR. Rolly is coming out with their own chuck roller. I would probably wait for that one, but I will be trying the new Aitzer chuck roller accessory on it very shortly. Aitzer just came out with a new, really nice chuck roller. In fact, it's a package. It comes with a low profile regular roller and a chuck roller, and I will be demoing that shortly, maybe in the next probably 2 weeks or so on my channel.
I did.
Yeah, I
do
love
some
that
work
one,
with-
Patrick. Hang on, let me make you bigger. Hang on 1 second.
Yep.
Look at the
This
deep
was
engraving
done-
on that.
Yeah, you can see it in the dark parts. Look how deep that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about almost 3 millimeters. But I did this on the Rolly that came with the laser. It's all included. So it's a 4-layer camo. So it had to do 4 trips around to get all 4 layers.
Yeah.
And it did a great job. And you can see right there's, it wasn't a seamless pattern. So you can see right there's the seam and everything just lined up perfect.
Lined up perfect.
I
Looks
was
nice.
very impressed.
The roller does a great job on the roller. They have the at the time of the launch, it was the lowest profile. It was the lowest profile roller on the market. I think maybe this Aitzer might be in line with it, but I've never had a problem. I've done all kinds of tumblers and things on mine. They come out just perfect.
So you mentioned the Aitzer. We've got a Virgin in the stream and watching the channel, a laser Virgin.
Welcome.
Opened my first laser today, and he got the Aitzer P20.
Nice. That's a good machine. I did a review on that one.
And I'm still cutting my last cut here. Yeah, Carl. That was part of the biggest reason that I cut off most. I don't have hardly any gray in the hair at all, but that beard was almost totally gray, and that was really aging me big time. So I was half tempted to shave it all off, and she thought she was going to be funny. She said, "If you mess with me, I'll get the straight razor out." And I said, "You ain't scaring me." I said, "Shave everything. I ain't scared." Let's see here.
So I am taking this one off, and you'll notice that some of them are getting a little bit stuck here and there. And that is because I did the library settings for this in the other shop, and the temperature and humidity is completely, see, this one didn't cut through this piece right here. So temperature and humidity is completely different between the two shops, even though they're both air conditioned. So I will get a few hanging up on this one, but not a big deal. I can cut that other one out. That's the only one that I have a problem with, it looks like, on this particular one. So there we go. And I should be looking at the camera to see if you can see. I'll go over to the other one.
Yeah, we can see it.
We can see it. You were good. It was good. So Mark L says that mirror looks cool. Man, Mark, I was really, really happy with the way that turned out. But full disclosure, Patrick did a whole bunch of mirrors a few weeks ago. And I'm guessing you did those with the fiber, though, right?
Yeah, that's a video on my channel is fiber laser, but the image stuff that I did is applicable to any laser.
Yeah,
as far as
so
the adjustments.
I'm looking forward to doing some more with these little 4-inch mirrors, and I went and picked up a couple of 12-inch mirrors today too.
I like the 12-inch mirrors.
I have
really
a few of
come
those
out.
left, and I was thinking it's going to be the perfect medium for this diode.
Here's a tip for you, and you guys may both know this, and everybody in the stream may know this. But if you don't, these mirrors are the ones that I think Rich has on his Amazon channel, and it's almost a paper backing. It's not, but if you look, you can't really see it here, but you can see linear lines running all the way across this. They run completely horizontal. And this was my first attempt at doing that image. And it doesn't look bad, as you can see there. It looks okay. But you can see those lines. You can see those horizontal lines. And the way I was able to make that much better, you was talking about this where you were doing the crosshatch and you changed
Uh-huh.
45s.
Yep.
I read that the human eye has a very hard time distinguishing or picking up on any patterns done at 22.5 degrees. So I changed my scan angle to 22 degrees when I did this one, and you can't see any of those horizontal lines. That's the only change I
I've never
made.
heard that. Never heard that before. That's
Yep.
interesting.
So when you've got something that you want to help hide some patterns, change your scan angle to 22. You can't do that half, but 22 or 23 degrees, and it sure enough. I wish you could see this the lines in here because that's the only change I made, and they all went away.
I want to see if I can replicate the results on this mirrored acrylic. So this is mirrored acrylic done with. Let's see what I do this with. I can't remember if I did the CO2 Galvo or the fiber laser. But anyway, I did it with one of the two. So it's just mirror back to acrylic. And I want to see if I can replicate that with the Lasermatic and see how it turns out. So yeah, playing with mirrors is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
I love mirrors. I love doing mirrors. In fact, I've done a lot of mirrors. I have them hanging in my house. I haven't done one in a while, though. I think I might put that back, bump that back up on my to-do list for a video.
That's going to be my next one.
Hello, Shazam.
Hi, everyone, but especially Patrick.
Especially Patrick. Oh, okay. All right. We hear you.
We ain't asking no questions. What happens in West Virginia?
You must be watching from Patrick's channel.
I'll feel special until you get to the next comment.
The next comment from him, or just the next?
Just the next one in general.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All
right. Mike was asking what type of laser each of us like best. So let's start with Patrick. What is your favorite laser, diode, CO2, fiber, galvo, whatever?
Oh man, it's hard for me to say I have a favorite.
Yeah, I say I love them all.
I do too.
It depends on the media and what you're doing.
Yeah.
The CO2 Galvo, I have tons of fun with it, with all the stuff I've been able to discover and do with the CO2 Galvo, whether it's cutting leatherette and engraving it, of course, but cutting it, doing some, let's see, I should have an example piece here, or doing 3D engraving on acrylic with a CO2 Galvo.
Yeah.
Or making some nice wood pieces. That Galvo cut out a 1/2-inch acrylic and did a deep engrave.
That's awesome.
It's a heck of a lot of fun. It reminds me of the diode in some ways, just playing around with wood. However, I just got a UV a couple weeks ago, and I'm starting to play with it. I like it pretty well. I'll probably have to come back and say, of all of them, the absolute favorite is probably about the fiber. If I had to pick one laser to survive with, it would be a fiber laser.
Well, if I had to pick one, I would pick the Rolly, because the Lasermatic 10, because that is my favorite laser, because I don't waste any material whatsoever. So
that is cool.
That's going to be my favorite laser. And then other than that, I love any laser just because I love the hobby. So it doesn't really matter to me. CO2s are, they're fun, they're faster, maybe, but they don't provide the same type of quality results that you get off of a diode. And I know lots of people are going to disagree with me on that, but that's, in my experience, that's a fact. And, I stick to what works. So prior to the Lasermatic 10, I really didn't have a preference to what laser I was using. Since I got it, I just love the fact that I can just drop something on there and design and hit start without having to frame or anything like that. And the roller works perfect. The honeycomb is perfect. The bed is perfectly level. You never have to worry about the bed being out of level. It's got its own enclosure. It's got its own exhaust. It's an all-in-one machine. So, I don't have to fool with things like getting a tent out or building an enclosure or any of that kind of stuff. And there's Patrick's crosshatch. Hold on, Patrick. Let me blow you up a little bit here.
All right.
Yeah, that looks just like the one I did. So you see, folks, you can do these in any way that you want. And again, I'm going to mention it again. The download for this is going to be on the lasermakersrealm.com. That's a blog. And that should be in about 30 minutes. That'll be published automatically. There'll be a link to the download. Also, after the stream ends, we'll go ahead and add that link to the bottom on all of our channels of the description of the video. So if you click show more down in the bottom of the video, click on show more. There'll be all of the links that you need over there where you can download it directly if you want to, or you can go visit the blog, or you can buy other things on Amazon and other places on our affiliate links that we've got down there, so we can get a couple of pennies
All right.
in our pockets. And I know everybody thinks that, hey, you got a YouTube channel, you make a bunch of money. That's not how it works.
Look, if you watch my anniversary video I just did, I show you how much money I'm making. It's not a lot. You don't make any
it's
money.
pitiful.
Yeah, about $20 a month is all I see.
Yeah, but we do this, folks, because
Yeah.
we enjoy the hobby. That's what this is all about. We enjoy the companionship, the three of us, the camaraderie, the making the projects together. When I design a project and I give it to those guys, they redesign it and make it their own. When they design a product and give it to me, I redesign it and make it my own. And it sort of stimulates all of us to be better laserologists. And by the way, if you guys want to meet us in person, we are going to be in Peoria, Illinois, October 29th. What is it, 28, 29, 30, Patrick, I think?
I think so.
For the Lightburn convention.
Yep.
So you can go to lightburnsoftware.com, get information on that. If you want to book a room, come visit the convention. The three of us will be there for all 3 days, and you'll get to meet us in person, shake hands.
Be sure to stop by and see me. I'll be selling autographed pictures of Rich. So I would appreciate that.
All kidding aside, we will have a booth in the craft fair that's going to happen on Sunday, I believe it is. So the three of us will also be there.
Yeah, and I won't have a room. I'll be sleeping in the parking lot. I'm a hobo, by the way.
Oh yeah, sleeping in the parking lot in a $1 million RV. Okay, Steve.
Maybe I'll come stay with you.
When I custom built this one, had it special ordered, and the way it's so custom, why it's custom, is there are no other beds in it but mine. A lot of these they advertise, oh, it sleeps 15. No,
yeah, but I'm not comfortable in those RVs where you got to put a quarter in the bed for it to vibrate.
Mine don't do that. But I'm like,
that's not what I heard.
I did not want to have everybody.
His bed takes Venmo.
So
all right, let's run through the finished products again real quick.
Yep.
I'm going to put mine into a little bigger screen here so that you can see it. So these are the ones that I cut out right here live on the stream. These are the music notes right here. And so you can see the file works. Yep. This is the guitar over here. These are my version of the wall hanging, where you sort of stagger them like that. You stagger every other one, hang them up on the wall of the music notes. There are only 2 in the file. You just do them twice. Again, this is, I got to look again. Boiled linseed oil is what I use to finish it with. I haven't done my logo on the back yet, but you can see how beautiful the linseed oil makes the wood.
Nice.
It's just awesome, and you don't need any other finishing on those. And going back to the painted version is this guy right here, black and white.
I really like that white background.
Can't see if it's in the camera or not.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I like
and then on either side, hanging on the wall, you've got your side things here. I can't do this all at one time with 2 hands, but these hang on either side of the guitar. So I really like the way this one came out. Everybody in the family loves this one. Everybody's putting a claim on it already. So I might wind up having to make a couple more of those. And then, of course, I did it also like Patrick did yesterday in a 45-degree crosshatch. And this was at 25 lines per inch. 45-degree crosshatch this was. And then you can, do these in different ways. Like, for instance, you can just put it on a regular piece of wood like that and frame it, or put a piece around the outside to give the appearance of a frame and just hang it straight on the wall. I think it looks great just like this. Maybe a little oil on the back one to make it match, or whatever you want. They're totally customizable. Let's go over to Steve and look at.
Let's do Patrick's first.
Okay, let's go to Patrick first and see
right.
Patrick's final projects and how he redid this file.
Okay, so I have these two side panels, and you can see they're kind of shiny with the teal wood dye.
I like I like the wood dye. It looks nice.
Yeah, the other piece was the centerpiece was looking pretty good, and then in my rush after I got home from work today to put clear on it, I put the wrong clear on it, and it didn't like the white paint that I had on the back piece, and then so I just trashed it and burned it.
Nice. Nice.
So I don't have it. I was so irritated. I'm like, this is just getting out of my sight, and I'm not going to worry about it.
We haven't talked about wood dyes on, I don't think, any of our channels.
And then here's today's piece. But the other one was a really cool purple. It looked great with the crosshatch on the main circle, and then I had a white background like you had chosen.
Yeah.
Very
So
good.
it looked good until I used the wrong clear on it, and then it reacted with that Rust-Oleum white paint that I used.
And the file
the wrong bottle.
The file that you're going to get, you can either engrave or cut these out. Either way.
Yep.
Steve, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, you're up.
All right. So this was my first version that you've seen as we first started. And I did 3 layers, actually. I've got just the solid basswood back. Then the second layer, I painted it black. And then did a third layer of the guitar and put it on
Very
top.
Nice. Yeah.
And
nice.
I left the wood natural and then put at least 3 layers of that triple glaze on there, triple thick glaze from Rust-Oleum.
Triple coat. Rust-Oleum triple coat.
No, triple right here, triple thick glaze.
Triple thick glaze. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite finisher right there. If you folks haven't used it, that's the best product on the market.
Yes and no, it is the best. But when I got this done and just 2 pieces, not 4, done this way, by the time I've got the time invested in making these to get this finish on there, I've got these priced at like $79 for this whole set.
Yeah.
Because I've got 3 layers of triple coat on 3 different projects, plus the black paint, plus all and how long it takes for each layer to dry, sand, a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
So here is what I just did right there while we did this live stream. And it's a finished product.
Oh, very nice. I like that one the best. Absolutely. That came out beautiful. That's a great idea, Steve. I'm going to change my file to that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
What is the sheet music?
This is going to blow your mind. Let's see here.
Emily, thank you so much for that donation. Thank you so much. Emily donated $20 by hitting that thank you button down below the video. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Much
Thank you,
appreciated.
Emily.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, what is the song?
Oh, it's not. I don't know. This is just some random 1x1 paper that I bought from Hobby Lobby for
Really?
for 30 cents.
It doesn't say on the tag?
No, there's no.
On the
It's
back?
not. No, it doesn't say. No, because I don't even know if it's actually, anything of really any importance, because it's not one continuous It's like 4 bars and then 4 bars, and it's probably
Oh,
the
I
same
see.
4 bars repeated. It's probably
Yeah.
what it is.
You got
But
that at Hobby Lobby, huh? I'm gonna have to go get some of that. I like that.
It's kind of an antique paper. I used a spray adhesive. I sprayed the entire 12 by 12 birch, laid this right down on top of it, smoothed it out, flipped it over on the reverse. Now, here's what's cool. I cut it out, put my name on it, and then flipped it and glued it together. It's already, I didn't have to flip it I didn't have to engrave twice, cut and engrave, you know? So,
Bye, Emily. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you so much for that donation.
But this, the paper was 40% off, so that paper was like 30 cents for the paper. This black is.
I love that. I thought you like scanned it and traced it or something.
No,
but that's actual paper. That's a neat idea.
That's just paper, and then the black that's on the black layer there is also black paper.
Really?
Yeah. But look
From
how
Hobby Lobby.
Yep, look how glossy that is. You got to be careful with it because it can scratch, but it's if you handle it nicely. But that black looks as good or better than my painted and triple coat.
So simple and so much quicker.
So much faster.
Yeah.
Now that paper was a little bit more expensive. Instead of 30 cents, I think it was 80 cents. So be careful.
Whoa.
Yeah, compared to the triple coat, that's $12 a can.
Yeah. But putting that song in the background, the black.
No, that makes it. I love it.
That is the trick. So
and
then
that song and that paper just happens to match the birch.
Yeah, ain't that cool? Now I'll tell you.
Awesome
now here's another trick I tried. This was a failure, but this one I learned a couple of things. If you're going to do 3 layers, when you do the first layer here, the second layer, don't bother with the cutout. Leave the strings, leave it all solid black. And because that's what's going to show up through there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So if you do 3 layers on the second layer, do not do that inner cutout.
Yeah.
But this one though, excuse me, this one does have the triple coat on top of the paper.
Oh,
I wanted to see what it would do, what it would look like.
And whether it would take it. Yeah.
It took it, but it caused the paper to start to want to bubble and rise. It makes it look a lot older, actually. But the idea was to keep the cost down. So
this is what I was talking about earlier, is that the 3 of us will get one file and come up with 12 different ideas for making a project. So that's the fun part about working with a laser.
Yeah. And I will, we will have the file download. As he said, on all 3 of our channels for free. This file I am going to put up on my Hobo with Wood channel with the extra layers and the not cutouts. And also, one of you could put us in a side by side with one of your products, your projects rather.
Say it again.
Can you put us a side by side with one of your project, Rich?
Sure.
Show the difference between the notes and the.
Sure.
This is a completely different file after I got through modifying it.
Yeah, he changed the notes.
Yeah. So he's got the treble clefs. I got the notes. I will put that one on hobowithwood.com.
I don't have enough light in here like you do.
Well, we can see it just fine.
Yeah, it looks good. Yep. But I did the same thing with the side pieces. So
yeah, but do you have that?
No, I don't have that. But I got my hobo. Hey. But on the side pieces, I use the same paper.
Yeah, very nice.
So that matches and looks good together.
Very nice.
That was $1 in paper, a little spray adhesive, and I was able to have a finished product in the time that it took to cut it out.
Yeah.
No painting, no sealing. So everybody that's seen that tip, that if you're still watching the live stream, that tip in itself is worth $5. So hit that super thanks and send us $5. Thank you.
And for those people that are unsure about how to donate, if you wanted to donate, all you have to do is go to any one of our channels and click the show more below any one of our videos, and there'll be links in there to our PayPal accounts, or you can buy something from our Amazon links or something like that. That helps support the channel, pay for all of these different projects that we do. And we all have a Patreon account as well. So, mine is patreon.com/LA Hobby Guy. Steve's is patreon.com/Hobo with Wood, and Patrick's is patreon.com/LSE engraving, I think. Yeah. Right, Patrick? LSE engraving?
I,
LS engraving.
LS engraving.
either Light Source Engraving or LS Engraving. I don't know.
LS engraving. Now I'll show you.
If I would have had more time and not work today, I would have. I had some
I got it
ideas
up
to
on
do
the
with that
screen.
file.
I got it up
Oh, okay.
on the screen, Patrick. So
Yeah, if I would have had more time and didn't have to work 9 to 6 today, I was hoping to have something better.
patreon.com/Light Source Engraving.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
so yeah, I just got trash wood basically.
Okay, let's jump back over to the comments. Dan, thank you so much. Really appreciate that donation. Thanks so much. Any donations that you guys do really help to support the channel. And somebody else commenting on Steve again, like you never saw a guy get a haircut before.
Well, I think that might be the first woman that's commented on it. So thank you for noticing. So that's what this was for, is to be noticed by the ladies.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you, Mike, that that's a great idea that Steve came up with, putting that song in the background. It's just going to bother my ADHD not knowing what song it is.
Well, like I said, I didn't look at it close enough, but I do believe it's the same 4 bars just repeated. So it's not even
probably something like dun 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 dun,
or the first 4 bars of William Tell Overture. Now take a look at these other papers that I picked up today. This is a black. It has a brushed finish on it that almost looks like a black brushed aluminum.
That's what it looks like, brushed aluminum.
And it is just black cardboard paper. And then
I'm going to have to go make a trip over there. Thank you, Ron.
Nice.
Much appreciated.
The patterns, so all kinds of ideas with these papers. That's a glitter paper, which they make mess. But that brushed black, they also have it in a brushed silver.
I'm going to turn off my extraction because it makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, that looks good. I like that.
And that's not
you
glitter.
You get that glitter in your beard, people are going to wonder where you've been.
No, they just think I've been in a strip club.
Yeah.
But in addition to and also another tip for you guys that have a Hobby Lobby and you have not gone and bought these papers, if you go in and you see that paper, like this particular lacy looking glitter paper, this one is $1.99, but don't pay $2 for that, because if you wait 1 week and go right back in there, it's half off.
Yeah, and things are usually half off.
It's every other week they rotate their paper sale.
Yeah, so thank you, Mike. Thank you for that donation. Much appreciated. You guys are really making our night here tonight, helping to pay for all these supplies. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so that right there was a tip worth another $5.
I don't make enough trips to Hobby Lobby because they always have these 40 and 50% off sales. And,
but it rotates. It rotates. If it's not on sale this week, go back.
It'll be on next week. Yeah. And I used to go there a lot, and just to pass, because I pass it all the time. It's only right down the block from my house. That and Michael's. And, Michael's, by the way, is where I've been getting my slate now, because when you order, if you talk to the manager over there, you can order the slate by the case, and I'm getting them for like 88 cents a piece. So now
sometimes they'll have those cases on sale online too.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is that I crack open the case in the store, and any of the ones I don't like, I can pull out and grab another one. And they come in little 4-packs that are like tied together.
Yeah.
So I could take the 4-pack out, put it on the shelf, and swap it for another one. that I do like. So, I like that. I like that fact.
Well, this design that I did, this was inspired by a piece that I seen there at Hobby Lobby. They're selling these
Yeah.
they're selling them for like
Mhm.
$40 at Hobby Lobby.
Hmm.
And today when I walked in, this is what I seen Rich, and I was like, "Hey, Rich would love this if it'll."
Oh yeah.
There's three gnomes arm in arm with the welcome sign. And I was like, "That's cool." And it looked just like Rich's gnome. So
That's funny.
instead of a tree, but that's what I do. If I'm shopping, I'll go in there for ideas. Because if it's in Hobby Lobby, I can make it.
I do the same thing. I go into Hobby Lobby, I go into Michael's, I go into Big Lots, and I go into the Dollar Tree because they always have these specials. Whatever the current holiday is, that's what they've got right by the front door. All these different ideas that you can get from the Dollar Tree. And a lot of them are really nice. In fact, that one that you just showed me, Steve, that one is at the Dollar Tree right now.
Yeah.
Not the gnomes, but the slats.
pictures. Yeah. Now, another thing that you should know, Rich, and anybody who else might be going to Hobby Lobby, if you're not a regular Hobby Lobbyist, once you go in there, when you get in, ask the manager where their clearance wall is.
Yeah.
And they will have a ton of stuff on one clearance area that's marked down to pennies. Sometimes it's damaged, but we don't care because we're going to repurpose it anyway. Sometimes it's just out of season. But that's the first place I go when I go into Hobby Lobby. Go straight to that clearance aisle and find out what I can repurpose and reuse. And
the one by my house, they have that all like in the center of one aisle.
Mine's on the back wall. But frames, like if they get frames and the glass gets busted out of it, but the frame's perfectly okay, they'll mark the frame down and sell it, get rid of it. And I didn't want the glass anyway because I'm going to frame a mirror. So look for the clearance.
In Australia, it seems everything is expensive as far as lasering is concerned anyway. Who's going to be modeling at the show?
Who's going to be modeling?
Axe and Blade Wax. Be modeling at the show. Okay, cool.
I will be. Okay, I will be modeling. Okay.
Yeah. We'll look forward to seeing you there. Rolly is out of stock again. I don't think so. Hang on one second. On Amazon, not if you use the link that I sent you. No, it's in stock. I'm looking at it right now. So you may not be able to find it, but let me put that link. I'm going to grab the link right now. I'm going to put it back into the StreamYard chat. There we go. So it is in stock if you follow that link. So I'm sorry about the multiple things there, but it thinks that we're all posting it, so it puts it up a couple of times. But yeah, there is the link where it is in stock. And I've talked to the owner. We have regular conversations. We just had a meeting, the three of us, maybe a week or two ago. And he's going to be all in stock now on Amazon permanently, it looks like. So they have expanded the factory. They are adding the 20 watt, and then they're going to add the 30 watt, and then they're going to add the 40 watt by the end of the summer. So, yeah, they are moving in the right direction. And Mike brings up the fact that it still has the $100 off coupon, which was supposed to expire in February, and so was the $9.99 price. It was supposed to go up in price, and the coupon was set to expire in February, but they are still honoring that coupon because so many people are asking for it.
Here's a question. You may have answered this and I didn't see it.
Okay.
How is the Rolly customer service? Do they have a U.S. based customer service for us that are here in the U.S.?
They do not, but you know, right in the first page of the owner's manual, you have the owner's cell phone number. So,
okay,
yeah. So if you need support, you know, now keep in mind that China is 12 hours off from us, depending on what time zone you're in. But most people are going to be looking for support at night anyway, after they're home from work. And I mean, I know I can call him at 8 o'clock in the evening and, you know, he picks up the phone. So Their email support is second to none. Their telephone support. Yeah, there you go, Patrick. Don't put the number on the screen, though.
No, I just was gonna read just a snippet.
Oh,
Book a video troubleshooting session recommended. Book a free 30-minute video troubleshooting session and then there's the link. And then send us an email. We'll respond within 24 hours to general and tech support emails. And there's the email address. So there's a couple different options right there.
yeah. So, I mean, their support is second to none. They will log into your computer and fix any issues that you have remotely. So, there's no other company on the market, except if you're buying a $15,000 laser, CO2 laser or something like that, that'll give you that kind of support. There are no other diode companies that rival the support that Rolly Automation has.
Oh my! Just trying to look for any outstanding questions.
Yeah, you know what? We're getting towards the end of the stream. We have 117 people watching right now. We're at 1 hour and 16 minutes. So we're not going to go any further than 1:30. If you guys have any questions, now would be the time to ask them. And, we'll be happy. That's what our, every other week live stream is about, is questions and answers and sharing files and showing you how we make them live. But if you have any questions about anything as far as lasers are concerned, I'm really good at diode and CO2 lasers. Patrick is an expert on fiber lasers. Steve is holding his own
I'm just creative
with Lightburn. He's a Lightburn creator. So any questions that you might have, go ahead and pop those up now, because we only have about 10 minutes left in the stream.
We've had people complaining about not being able to get them, being out of stock. Well, we got a braggart in the stream.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Second roll, yeah, yeah.
Nobody likes a braggart.
Yeah. So I want to point out again that down on the bottom of the screen, you're going to see an email address, thelasermakersrealm@gmail.com. If you have an idea, not necessarily a file, but an idea that's something that we should do on the Laser Makers Realm, then send it to that email address and be descriptive of what you'd like to see. And if we pick, the three of us are going to pick one suggestion every 2 weeks or so. And if we pick your idea, then we're going to make that, do the live stream, give you the credit, and send you the finished product for free. So I've got that email address down on the bottom of the screen right now. It's for suggestions, just for what I just spoke about, but it's also a general email box for the Laser Makers Realm channel. And if you haven't subscribed now would be the time to subscribe. No matter what channel you're watching, hit the like button, subscribe. We all will have the video replay of this live sometime tonight after the stream is finished. So again, back to the questions.
Well, just not a question, but a comment about what you were just saying. Mike says he'd like to see a multi-layered map making video.
Go ahead and send it to that email address, because we'll be picking from the emails that we get. And let me just grab a couple of these comments real quick.
Yep.
So on the NAJ 4Max E80, I do have that one in the shop. Don't have any comments on it yet. Looks like a really nice machine. It's a beautiful, pretty green. I love that. But we don't get a choice of what we want to test. The Eurohome 6550 is a CNC machine, and they typically don't like sending out the CNC machines to us. So, it's an expensive machine, and we don't do a lot of CNC stuff on our channels. So we're probably not gonna get one of those.
What's that now?
Okay, I clicked on the link and it says currently unavailable. I'm at the page right now, refreshing it, and it is in stock. So I don't know what's happened.
Yep, it's showing in stock for me.
Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with your. you probably hit the F5 button on your keyboard on that page and see what happens. That'll do a forced refresh of the page. Here's another one too. I have a 195 CFM fan to the outside. We'll be adding Rolly to it, which has a fan built in. Hopefully they play nice together. No, two fans never play nice together. So you're going to burn out the fan that is lesser because you're going to be over spinning those bearings on it. So whichever one has 195 CFM, you're going to take the one that's in the Rolly. Just take the fan out so that you have an open exhaust, and you'll get the full 195 CFM out of the one that you have now. Don't combine those together. I can't take that comment off the screen because
I'm
oh, that was Jerry. Okay. Let's see. Hobo with okay. So I put up another link. That link that I put up does work. I've checked it a couple times. In stock for me too, says Doug.
See what, I don't know.
So Richard says that he just bought the 4MAX today. Look forward to the video. I do like all of the features on the 4MAX. So it does have a Z control that's controllable in Lightburn. So you'll be able to, just like this laser that I demoed tonight, you'll be able to have an engraved layer, for instance, that you'll have set at the perfect focus. And it does have autofocus as well. And the next layer for the cutout, you can put in there a Z offset of 1 or 1.5 if you have 3mm wood. And when it gets to the cut layer, it'll drop down 1.5 millimeters. It's got some very nice features on it. So I do look forward to doing the review on it. It is one of the Battle of the 20 Watts. I will be getting to that one.
Dave, even though he's already got his second one on the way, he's not happy with the first two he's got. He's wanting to know if his third Rolly is going to be able to do larger pieces. So what do we know about that?
Okay, so here's another good question on here. On the cuts and layers, Jim is asking how to change it to 22 degrees. You just double click the layer, and in there you'll see the scan angle, which the default is 0. Just set that to 22.5, 22.5, and you'll be all set.
Well, we didn't address that about Dave's. Do we want to tell Dave what the new one that we think that might be coming? Any differences size-wise? Ability to do larger pieces?
Maybe.
The pass-through?
Yeah.
Oh, the next version of the Rolly will have a 12-inch pass-through front and back. Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah,
I wasn't getting that.
There you go, Dave.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a larger machine, but it will have pass-throughs. And is he going to do X and Y pass-throughs? Do you know?
No, it's just going to be front and back.
Okay.
Yeah, so just the X,
Just
just
the
the Y.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you can't do the X pass-through on the. I mean, you could technically because get the bed's up high enough, but no, he's just doing it in one direction. And Patricia, I don't know what's going on with yours. If you're in the U.S., that is available on Amazon.com.
A kit and 2 Rollies
What?
would be good for Dave.
What was that? Oh,
yeah. If there's a kit, he could combine the 2 Rollies and have dual laser heads. And that'd be
well,
pretty
now
cool.
there is a feature along with the pass-through that's going to be coming later this summer. It is an additional one of the only accessories that Rolly will be offering, and that is a belt-driven Y.
That is nice.
You'll be able to do a 6-foot porch sign in one job, and it'll roll it through.
No cut and print. Just
that's what I was thinking of. I didn't know if you were wanting to mention that or not, but I thought
that's an accessory.
That out there might jog your memory, and
I sometimes I'm not playing with a full deck of cards anymore, so I don't get the references. But when Steve asks you a question, you might need to put a hand to one ear. Yeah, well, that's me.
What now? I missed that.
That was Jerry making a joke. The Eurohome 6550 Pro is a 10 watt output diode laser, not a CNC. It's a CNC machine that they've changed into a laser. But no, I don't know anything about Eurohome except that they were a CNC company. If they switch to making lasers now too, I'm sure it's a CNC with just a different setting on the output. So there we are. We are at 5 minutes left in the stream, folks. 100 people still here.
Have you caught up with all the questions? Did you get to the bottom?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
you,
we'll ever catch
you were
up with all
ahead.
the
You were
questions.
ahead of me as we were scanning down together at
Yeah.
different places.
Yeah. Well, okay. So Lauren, I'm sorry, says that it's probably automatically went to the AU. Yeah, that's probably it. It's on Amazon.com. So yeah, if you're Chris Gallagher says my U.S. Amazon showing out of stock. If you're not in the U.S., you're probably not going to see it. Just leave it at that. It is in stock in the U.S. and I know they've got quite a few of them there right now. So outside the U.S., there's no telling what you're going to get if you follow that link. It'll default to your home country. Mike says, Mike is saying, that's cool because he has a nice 5-foot piece of cherry sitting in the garage that he wants to engrave on. I wouldn't look for that before the end of the summer. That right now their priority is on getting the 20 watt launched, and then the 30, and then the 40, and then they're going to talk about accessories.
I'm holding up my cup that Patrick made for me because we're getting close to the end stream.
Yep.
Nice little cooler. What did you remember the brand that was?
Those were Polar Camel.
Yeah, Polar Camel. Nice cup. Been holding ice the entire time. Now it's getting ready to hold something else.
Nice.
Okay. Kilroy's Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. Thanks for what all you guys do for the community. Thank you so much for that donation. It's much appreciated, Al. We really appreciate it. Helps pay for all of the expenses here. That is that's a 3D printer in the picture over there. Yeah, that's what it looks like in your thumbnail there. Patrick does great work. Yes, he does. He's made me quite a few things already. Okay, we are down to just 2 minutes left in the stream, folks. Last call, and I have no alcohol.
Last call. Steve's just getting started.
Rolly, have any thoughts of a switchable 10-20 watt head? Yes, the 20 watt will be switchable from 10 to 20. Their priority is having a 10 watt laser. So they want to make sure that you will still be able to get the fine engraving. Believe me, folks, the thought that's gone into the R&D for the Lasermatic is far above that of any R&D from any other company out there. Yes, you will be able to switch from 10 watts to 20 watts, or actually probably the other way around, to cut, or the other way around to engrave. And I'm going to say that's about it. I want to thank everybody. We still have over 90 people in the stream. And I want to thank everybody for joining us today. On behalf of all of us, we had a lot of fun doing this stream today. Made some cool projects. It is 9:28. In 2 more minutes, my time. This free file will be available on the lasermakersrealm.com. And after we get off the live stream, we will post that link down below all of our videos in the Show More section, where you can directly download the zip file and get these files so you can make them for yourself. Don't forget to join up on my forum, lahobbyguy.com/bb, or just go to lahobbyguy.com and click on forum and show us what you make. There's a section there called Show Up Your Creations, and I'd love to see what you guys make from this. And also, don't forget Patrick's website. It's lightsource.pro. Down below, Steve's website, hobowithwood.com. You guys want to say goodbye?
I just want to remind everybody to like and share this. Even the live stream, the replay of the live stream, share it on your forums, share it on your channels, your groups. Help get the word out about us. That would be as much appreciated as your financial contribution.
And we pride ourselves on doing the best laser live streams on YouTube. So we take the time to make sure everything's set up properly. We take the time to create the right files, and we also have the three of us here, so we get inspiration from each other. So I'm going to say good night to everybody, and thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. We will be back again live in 2 weeks. We might do it again on a Saturday night. I think we might rebroadcast all the 4 channels. Maybe. If not, we will definitely be on Laser Maker's Realm on YouTube in 2 weeks' time. So goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
bye, Brad. Bye, everybody else. Thanks for watching.